Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I have a very exciting announcement. It is time for the 2018 BookTubeSFF Awards. If you guys don't know, the BookTubeSFF Awards is a BookTube run awards process, like season, I guess, where you guys get to vote on your favorite science fiction and fantasy novels that were published in 2017, and then we all get to read them together, and then at the end of the award season, all of the judges will have a live show where we all talk about all the books and vote on the best ones. There is a BookTube popular vote, and then there's a judges vote. Speaking of judges, I will leave all their links down in the description if you want to check them out, but we have two new ones. We have Rachel from Colonnati and Frankie from Frankie Reads, and then we also have some returning judges, myself, Caitlin from Kitty G, Sam from Sam's Nonsense, Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, Chelsea from The Reading Outlaw, Elena from Elena Reads Books, Thomas from SFF 180, and then behind the scenes we have Elizabeth from Books and Pieces, who is doing all of the administrative stuff. She's a goddess. This year there's a couple new categories. The best adult science fiction and fantasy novel has been split into two categories, so there's going to be a best adult fantasy title and then a best adult science fiction title. There's also a new category for the best SFF debut novel, and this is for debut authors. So it's their first book ever published. If you absolutely loved it, that's the category to put them in. If it's just their debut into science fiction and fantasy, it doesn't count. The debut category is just for absolutely brand new debut authors. The other categories are still there, so we are keeping the best young adult SFF novel, best middle grade SFF novel, best graphic novel, like comic book and stuff like that. And the last category is short SFF, so short stories, novellas, that kind of thing. There have been a couple changes to the rules. So one of the new rules is that it cannot be past the third book in a series. So you can nominate books 1, 2, and 3 in a series, but past that it is not eligible for the BookTubeSFF Awards. So Saga Volume 7, it's not eligible. Descender Volume 4, not eligible. But this also means that sequel series are not eligible as well. So the Mortal Instruments series, because those books build off of each other, it would force people to read like 9 books before they could read the most recent Dark Artifices book, so that's not eligible either. And the most recent book in the realm of the Elderling series by Robin Hobb is also not eligible, stuff like that. Also, to increase the diversity of the authors that are nominated and get shortlisted, there is only going to be one work by an author in each category. So if both Rick Riordan's books that got published last year get nominated, only the one with the highest number of votes is going to get shortlisted, and we'll just go down to the next highest rated nominee. This doesn't mean that you can't nominate 2 books, but only one is going to end up being chosen. A point of confusion for people nominating has been that people have been nominating short story collections in the novel categories, and those are not eligible as novels because they're not novels, they're short story collections. So you can nominate an individual short story, an individual novella, but you cannot nominate a full anthology of short stories as a novel. Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman would not count in Best Fantasy. Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo is not eligible for the young adult novel because it's not a novel, it's a collection of stories. And then all the regular rules apply as well, so it has to be a work of fantasy, science fiction, or speculative fiction, and the work must be published in 2017 for the first time in English. The only exception is if it was self-published and then was picked up by a traditional publishing company and then published again in 2017, that is still okay. But things published before 2017 and things published in 2018 are not eligible. So things like Harry Potter are not eligible. Some people have been nominating things from 2016, those are not eligible. And actually we've had people nominate things from 2018, which again, is not eligible. And one last rule is that you can only have one nomination form. We've had people in the past try to sneak in and try to get multiple nomination forms through using different emails that they have, and we always catch them. So don't do that or all of your nominations will be deleted. If you have any more questions about anything that I've already gone over or any other questions, all of the links will be down in the description, and you can email us or you can talk to us on Goodreads or on Twitter if you have a quick question. Anyway, the nomination period actually started a couple of days ago. I'm a little late with this video because I'm sick. Oh, I'm dying. It started on the 22nd and it ends on February 4th. We will be tallying all the votes and then announce the shortlist on February 9th. Then you'll have a couple of weeks to acquire all the books, and read-alongs will start on February 23rd, and we're going to extend the read-along period so that it's not so stressful and you don't have to be constantly staying on top of everything. If some weeks you fall a little bit behind, that's fine, you don't have to sweat it. So read-alongs don't end until May 31st. And in that time, we're gonna have a bunch of what's called BookTubeSFF Babbles, where we have different topics that we talk about. The first Babble is actually this week, I believe, and it is nomination ideas. So books that you absolutely love that came out in 2017, probably the books that you nominated for the awards. Do a video, make an Instagram post, share it on Twitter, on Goodreads, wherever, and we can all just start talking about all the books that we loved last year. And there are other Babbles topics as well, which are going to be on the Goodreads page and in the links down below if you want to check it out. Voting will open on June 1st and ends on June 7th. And then the award show is gonna be in the middle of June. I think that's everything. I'm so excited for this year. I'm so excited to see what gets nominated and start reading all the books. So if you guys are excited for BookTubeSFF Awards, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below what you are nominating, because I'm very curious. I already sent in my nomination form. And anything else you want me to know, or if you have any questions, leave those down in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time.